This is the part everyone came for. Work Group 1, governance, finance. Yes. No, this is our opportunity to get the meeting back on track from a time perspective. We won't take too much time. I'm Kathleen O'Sullivan-Fortin. This is Brian Chandler. I'll let him introduce himself. I guess one thing anyone who was fortunate enough to be at our last annual meeting got to sit through my 20-minute treasurer's report. Hot times. Hope that made it to YouTube. All I want to say is last year we had three main goals, which was to get our 501c3 designation. We did it. To get better financing and accounting systems. We did that. And our last goal, which is an ongoing pursuit, and I invite any help or suggestion from anyone here, is how do we become and create a sustainable financial model, not necessarily beholden to any one individual funder, but how can we keep the donations coming in so we can continue to do the great work. So my last pitch for Work Group 1 is that it is not just intended to be Board of Directors members, so anyone all of you who participate in ALD Connect, if you have any interest or time and would like to contribute, your talent and your ideas, you're more than welcome to join. This is where they stuff the lawyers from the Board of Directors. So.
Thank you, Kathleen. My name is Brian Chandler. I am one of the board members on ALD Connect and one of the patient advocates along with Kathleen. So yeah, we do have the dubious distinction of talking about things that are riveting. And so one of the things that I wanted to talk briefly about is some of the bylaw changes. Florian talked about that earlier. And as we transition from kind of a fledgling nonprofit with these big ideas starting from 2013, and as we move into more of an objective-centric organizations with outlined goals, it became necessary to adjust the bylaws to allow that to occur, to increase efficiency, to increase communications from a number of different entities, sub-entities, whether there are actually committees, standing committees, or the fabulous work groups that we have. And I know, looking out here, a number of you are on some of those work groups. And so to accomplish these things, we have added some additional committees, namely the trustee and nominating committee. And the goal of this subcommittee is to help us onboard some of the talent that we need going forward, whether it be experience in nonprofit management or fundraising consultants or additional experts in the field. This just gives us some more structure to bring on some of those members and some of that talent. Additionally is the finance committee. Part of ALD Connect, as Florian talked about, is the goal of transparency. And part of the finance committee would be to structure communication to the board and to outside members and outside entities to show how we are being funded, by whom, and for what purpose. So I think part of all of this is to streamline some of the communication from the work groups and to accomplish some of these objectives. And I think as the conference goes on, we'll be talking about some of the things that ALD Connect wants to accomplish going forward in the next couple of years. And so the overall goal is to become more process-driven, because as we become an organization that identifies certain goals, we want to create the structure going forward. And so I think with that, I think we're going to wrap up our little Work Group 1 and the riveting discussion of corporate governance. So, thank you.
So there'll be a chance on a panel where we bring everybody together afterwards to then have a discussion together, and we really want to hear all your questions and feedback. So this is just sort of setting the stage for that discussion. And I think the important part of this meeting is to really have that exchange.